Hi, I'm Hrvoje Katic, and today I'm going to show you how to use NEXUS5 plugin from Refx on accessible way for screen reader users. Refx has added accessibility support to version 5 of their flagship Nexus plugin, and although accessibility support is quite good, there are still some drawbacks due to the issues of JUICE framework that NEXUS5 is using for its graphical user interface. However, despite these small issues, NEXUS5 is still very accessible and very usable via keyboard. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to configure Nexus for accessibility and start using it via keyboard navigation. First, I'm going to load NEXUS5 from Ableton Live's browser. So I'm going to switch to browser with Alt 5.
Browser grouping, favorites list, 2, items tree view, Nexus collapsed level 1.
Note that this tutorial is Windows OS based. So I'm in the browser and I'm going to choose Nexus.
Nexus collapsed level 1.
And I'm going to press enter to launch it.
Disarm track 2 grand piano equal bright solo, arm track 3 Nexus.
So now, once Nexus is loaded, you will be focused in preset browser, and you can navigate presets by using up and down arrow keys.
2.
And of course, you can load preset you like by pressing right arrow. Okay, I have loaded the preset. However, there's an issue on Windows that preset names are not spoken, as well as folder names. So you have to use OCR or another way to browse your presets and find your presets. And I will be showing you alternatives on how you can do that in this tutorial. But first, we are going to do the most important thing, which is enable full keyboard accessibility support in Nexus. To do this, we have to go to settings, and settings are not reachable via tab key navigation. So we have to use object navigation or alternative navigation that is found in every screen reader. With JAWS you can use touch cursor, with NVDA of course we will be using object navigation. My NVDA is configured to use desktop keyboard layout, so if you are using, for example, a laptop without numpad, or you have configured laptop keyboard layout, please check NVDA manual for instructions on how to use laptop keyboard layout. In this tutorial I will be using object navigation with desktop keyboard layout, and I have configured NVDA key to numpad insert as well as caps lock. So first you have to check what key is configured as your NVDA key in NVDA keyboard settings. Okay, less talking, let's go. First, I'm going to press NVDA plus numpad 4 until I find settings radio button.
Close button, no previous.
So I'm on a close button and there's no previous object, so I have to navigate forward instead with NVDA numpad 6.
Like button like, LD lead category preset menu, random next previous preset name, undo check, retro rate, librarian, routing rate, layers, modulation, ARP radio, settings radio button not checked.
Okay, here's settings radio button. Now I'm going to press NVDA numpad enter to activate settings button.
Invoke, settings radio button checked.
Okay, and now we heard that it's checked. Now I'm going to continue navigating object by object forward with NVDA numpad 6 until I find option that I want to check.
Output level slot, user menu, tuning transpo, velcur, outgains, tempos, ARP, vel, ARP, speedies, dash, sync, start, unbound, full keyboard, accessible keyboard, checkbox not checked, read only.
There it is, accessible keyboard. This needs to be checked, definitely. So I'm going to press NVDA numpad enter to check it.
Invoke, accessible keyboard, checkbox checked, read only.
Once accessible keyboard is checked, you will have complete keyboard navigation in your Nexus UI. There is also another option. I'm going to press NVDA numpad 4.
Full keyboard mode checkbox checked, read only.
Which is full keyboard mode. I don't know if it needs to be checked as well or not. It's checked on my side, so I'm going to leave it checked. Now, let's close Nexus UI with Alt F4.
Untitled, Ableton Live 12 Beta, Browser Grouping, Favorites List, 2, Items Tree View, Nexus Collapsed Level 1.
And now, we are back in Ableton Live UI. So now, I'm going to delete entire track where Nexus is loaded by first switching to Arrangement View, since we are currently in Browser.
Arrangement Grouping, Timeline, 1, selected on 3 Nexus, Armed, Track 3 of 5.
So now I'm going to press Escape to switch to Tracks pane.
Track Headers Tree View, 3 Nexus, Armed Expanded Level 1.
Okay, and now I'm going to delete this track.
Delete Track 3 Nexus.
Okay, now I'm going to create a new MIDI track, which is Ctrl-Shift-T.
3 MIDI Expanded Level 1.
And now I'm going to load fresh instance of Nexus so that we can confirm that our settings are correctly applied.
Browser Grouping, Favorites List, 2, Items Tree View, Nexus Collapsed Level 1.
Okay, let's reload Nexus.
ARM Track 3 Nexus, Nexus.
Okay, so now our focus is in Nexus plugin, and we can confirm it by pressing down arrow. So if preset preview is heard, then we are correctly focused on plugin window.
2.
Okay, let's load the preset, right arrow. And now let's see what we have once we start shift tabbing from this preset list.
Search Edit Blank.
So we have a search box where we can search for preset name. For example, let's say that I am searching for some strings. Let's type in string. Okay, let's tab.
Button. Presets list.
And it's now filtering all presets that have strings in their names. Okay, we have loaded a string preset. So let's shift tab again.
Button.
This is a labeled button. I don't know for what it is used.
Search edit selected string.
So I'm going to empty my search box, and I'm going to continue shift tabbing through this UI.
Preview enable button.
So this is preview enable button. If you press enter on it, you will turn on or off previewing of presets. So I pressed enter, and let's press insert tab.
Preview enable button focused.
So we don't know if it's turned on or off, but I'm going to check it by tabbing again a couple of times until I reach presets list.
Search preset lock check presets list.
Yeah, now preview is turned off. Let's shift tab until we reach preview enable button again.
Search preview dirty check preview enable button.
And let's press enter. Let's tab until we reach presets list again.
Search presets list.
Yeah, and we have re-enabled preview. So this is an issue because it's not a checkbox, it's a button, and it doesn't change its accessibility state. So we actually don't know if it's enabled or not enabled. But not a big deal. We can quickly check it by just navigating back to presets list. And this is a JUICE framework issue where our screen reader, in my case NVDA, doesn't announce preset names. But I have also checked it with narrator, and narrator doesn't do it as well. So this is definitely a JUICE issue. Okay, now I'm going to continue shift tabbing to see what else we have here.
Search edit preview enable preview volume slider preview 64.
Okay, so now we've reached the slider that says preview volume. And this is a volume, as the name suggests, for previews, not for entire instrument, but for previews. So now, if I change preview volume, for example, to
preview 63, preview 37, preview 30, preview 21, preview 13, preview 6, preview 4.
Okay, I have changed preview volume to 4 by using up and down arrow keys. And now let's tab again to the presets list.
Presets. Lock check. Presets list.
And now preview sounds are much softer. So if preview sounds for some reason are too much loud for you, then you can increase or decrease preview volume by using that slider. So we are going to set it back to 64 as it is by default.
Search preview enable preview volume preview set preview 27 preview 45 preview 57 preview 60 preview 63 preview 64.
Okay, let's continue shift tabbing to see what else we have here.
Dirty checkbox not checked. Wide checkbox not checked. Spiky checkbox not checked. Active checkbox not checked. Bright checkbox not checked. Dark checkbox not checked.
So here we are in a group of checkboxes that allow us to filter presets list by sound character. For example, if I wish to filter dark sounds only, for example, if I'm working on a very dark kind of song, such as gangster rap or trap or something like that, I'm going to check dark checkbox. So I'm going to press enter to check dark checkbox. And this is another juice issue because your screen reader won't tell you automatically whether it's checked or unchecked. So you have to press enter to check or uncheck the checkbox. Spacebar usually won't work because in Ableton Live, spacebar is used for playback, and in Reaper, spacebar is used for playback, so it won't work. You have to use enter. And since your screen reader won't tell you whether it's checked or unchecked, again, this is Juice Framework issue, you can press read current object, which is NVDA plus tab.
Dark inverted checkbox focused not checked.
And now it will tell you whether it's checked, unchecked, or inverted. I'm going to press enter.
Dark checkbox focused not checked.
Now it's not checked, enter. And then insert tab.
Dark selected checkbox focused checked.
And now it says selected checkbox. So now when we list our presets, it will filter by showing only sounds with dark character.
Bright, active, preview, search, edit, presets list.
Okay, now I'm going to choose some other sound characteristic.
Search, edit, blank. Preview, dirty, wide checkbox not checked.
Okay.
Dirty checkbox not.
So let's filter by dirty. Enter, and let's check with NVDA tab if it's checked.
Dirty selected checkbox focused checked.
Yeah, it's checked. So let's tab again to presets list.
Preview, search, edit, presets list.
Okay, so now it's filtering by dirty. Okay, let's try spiky characteristic.
Search, preview, dirty, wide checkbox not, spiky check, wide, preview enable, search, edit, presets list.
3.
Preview, wide check, spiky selected, active checkbox, bright checkbox not checked.
Okay, let's try bright.
Wide, preview volumes, preview enabled, search, edit, preset.
Okay, so these are filters. Let's shift tab some more to find what else we have.
Preview, dirty, wide check, spiky, active, bright select, dark checkbox, hidden button checkbox not checked. Like button checkbox not checked. Filter reset button reset filters.
Okay, and you can press enter to reset all filters above.
Presets list. Search, preview volumes, dirty checkbox not checked, wide checkbox not checked, spiky checkbox not checked, active checkbox not checked, bright checkbox not checked, dark checkbox not checked.
So now all filters are unchecked, so we have cleared all the filters.
Hidden button, like button, checkbox not, filter reset button, reset filters. Search back button. Folders list, expand button. Icons button, list button.
And these are buttons that allow us to configure whether we want to show these folders and presets as lists or as icons. I prefer a list, so let's keep it as it is.
Expand button. Icons button. List add button. Expand icons list button. Add button. Folders list.
Okay, so there are multiple buttons for lists, icons, etc. I'm not sure why, but okay. And now we reached folders list. And folders list is not accessible. And it's a pity because folders list allows us to select our expansions and also to navigate our built-in Nexus expansions. And the only alternative that we have is to use OCR once we are on folders list. So I'm going to press NVDA R.
Recognizing result document.
And let's arrow up and down.
User. R user presets. T. History. Folders. N5 factory presets. Old factory presets. Expansions. 7 skies. 7 skies 2. Advent 2017. Advent 2018. All analog. Analog 2. Analog 29.1K. Analog 3.
So the last that is shown is analog 3 because OCR will detect only what is currently visible on screen. So we have to scroll some more in order to show
folders
the
list.
rest of the
Add
folders.
Folders list.
So let's scroll some more. And now I'm going to press NVDA R again.
Recognizing. Trans leads to trap, trap 2, trap 3, trap 4. Folders. Recognize Steve Aoki. Store and forward. Stratosphere. Stratosphere 2. Stratosphere 3. Studio Production 1. Studio Production 2. Folder. Recognize Reggaeton 2. ROM extension. ROM extension 2. ROM SID. ROM extension 4.
Okay, and now I have scrolled until I found ROM extension 4. Let's say that this is something that I want to load. So I'm going to press enter.
Folders list. Add button.
And now I'm going to tab again to preset list so I can make sure that this expansion is loaded.
List add hidden, dark, bright, active, wide, dirty, preview in search edit presets list.
Okay, so yeah, there it is. But now let's go back to folders list by shift tabbing multiple times quickly.
Bright. Folders list. Expand button. Icon list button. Add button. Expand icons list button. Add button. Folders list.
Note that if NVDA says folders list expand button, then it means that you're actually still not focused on folders list. So you have to shift tab some more until it says just folders list without expand button or something. So now, when we are on folders list, let's shift tab again.
User menu button Refx account Hrvoje Katic gmail.com HP.
Okay, so now here we are focused on user menu. And here we can find some options by pressing enter.
Window.
And now we can navigate this menu with up and down arrow keys.
Refresh activation. Deactivate computer. Set size collapsed. Save screenshot to desktop. Presets. Reset. Show user manual. Show version history. Show log window. Refresh activation. Deactivate. Set size collapse. Save screenshot. Presets.
So yeah, here we have some options that can be useful. Nexus manual is probably the best place to go in order to find out what every function does. Now I'm going to press escape and let's shift tab again.
Output level slider 64.
So this is a master output slider. In other words, it's a slider that controls overall Nexus volume. So if there are some sounds that are too loud for your taste, or in general Nexus is too loud for you comparing to other instruments in your project, then you can decrease overall volume of Nexus here. I'm going to leave it at 64 as it is for now.
Preset name edit ROM extension 4CH back to Detroit A Hines CH back to Detroit selected back to Detroit.
Here's an interesting thing. Here is an edit field that is not read-only, at least it's not announced as read-only, but here you will find the name of the preset that is currently loaded. And in my case it's
back to Detroit.
Back to Detroit. And when you press NVDA tab,
preset name edit focused ROM extension 4CH back to Detroit A Hines CH back to Detroit selected back to Detroit.
It will also tell you the name of expansion that this preset belongs to. And when you shift tab again,
previous preset button, previous preset.
There are groups of buttons that allow you to switch from one preset to another quickly. So here's the previous preset button, and if I press enter, so this is the current preset, I'm going to press enter. Okay, let's press tab so I can hear what preset is currently loaded.
Preset name edit ROM extension 4 PD Aurora Tables M/Schleiss PD Aurora Tables selected Aurora Tables.
So preset name is Aurora Tables, and PD prefix suggests that it's actually pad sound. Let's shift tab.
Aurora Tables unselected. Previous preset button, next preset button, next preset.
Here is next preset button. So let's press enter. And we are back to our preset that we had previously loaded. Okay, interesting sound. So let's press tab twice.
Preset name edit ROM extension 4 or Brightband mark Camrad or Brightband selected Brightband.
So or prefix suggests that it's organ sound. And now we can hear its name.
Brightband.
By pressing NVDA up arrow. Okay, now let's shift tab.
Brightband, next preset, random preset button, load random preset.
Oh, and here we have very interesting option, which is random preset. And what this does is it allows Nexus to choose what sound we are going to use. Oh, Nexus, you're really not so tender. You gave us very aggressive sound. So yeah, let's press enter again on random preset. Okay, so it's some kind of plucky sequence or what. Let's tab to see what edit field says.
Next, previous preset name edit ROM extension 4 AR Swirler A Hines AR Swirler selected Swirler.
Yeah, the prefix is AR, so it means ARP, arpeggiator, or arpeggio. Let's shift tab.
Swirler, next random preset menu button.
And here is a preset menu. So let's press enter on preset menu.
Window. Save user preset.
So here we can save user preset.
Reset to saw init.
So here we can reset to saw init.
Load preset template collapsed.
Here we can load preset templates.
1 OSC, 2 OSC, 2 OSCX, 3 OSC.
So if you wish to learn something more about that, then NEXUS5 user manual is the best place to go. Let's close this submenu with left arrow.
Load preset template collapsed.
And let's continue navigating with up and down arrows.
Import SFZ.
So here Nexus allows us to import SFZ file, which is very interesting. I haven't tried this feature, but it sounds quite amazing.
Reload preset.
Here you can reload preset.
Save user preset.
And we are back to save user preset. Let's press escape. And let's continue shift tabbing.
AR arpeggio category combo box collapsed.
And here's a category combo box. And this combo box will always have focus on current preset category. So if the current preset is ARP, this combo box will have ARP option focused. But we can arrow up and down.
Arpeggio. Unknown. Arpeggio. An atmosphere. DA bass. DL bell. DR brass. CH chord. CL classical. DL drum loop. DR drums. FX sound. GT guitar. LD LED.
So yeah, here we can see what categories are available. And it will be spoken by SAPI5, which is set to eloquence in my case, so it won't be read by NVDA, and SAPI5 will be used instead. Why is that? I really have no idea. So let's shift tab.
Like button like.
And this is like button. You can like current preset by pressing enter on it. And once you do that, you can tab back to group of filters. And if you remember that like checkbox, I'm going back to it.
Preset. Next. Preview. Swirl. Expand but add but list button. Icons but list icon. Expand. Search but filter reset. Like button checkbox not checked.
You can check this, and then it will filter only by presets that you have liked. And remember, there's like button, which is immediately
add button.
When you are shift tabbing after the group of options that control your presets.
List button. Add full output preset swirler next random preset menu LD lead like button like.
So yeah, like button like, and you can press enter to like or unlike currently loaded preset. Now when you shift tab again, you won't hear anything. And again, nothing. But this is good because it tells us that we are actually at the beginning of tab navigation. And if we shift tab once more, we will land on various advanced options that are actually displayed at the bottom of Nexus UI. So in order to not get lost, it's the best to continue navigating by pressing the tab key.
LD lead preset next preset previous preset button previous
so
preset.
So now we are tabbing forward.
Preset name saw in it on user menu folders list.
So now when my focus is on folders list, I'm going to press home key to switch from ROM4 expansion back to all presets, because I'd like to show you something. And to do that, I'm going to tab forward multiple times.
Add button, list icon, expand, add, list, icon, expand, list, icon, like button checkbox not checked.
Okay, here I will be stopping at like checkbox, because I want to show you something before I leave. As I said, there are still some issues that have to be fixed either by Refx developers or Juice developers. But until that happens, we have to deal with those issues and find workarounds. So one of these issues is that some filters are not in tab order, so they are not navigable with tab and shift tab. In order to access these, we have to use object navigation, unfortunately. And to make our life easier, first, we are going to tab to like checkbox, which is a filter that allows us to filter by sounds that we tagged as liked. And now, once we are focused on like checkbox, we can use object navigation to find other filters that are not reachable via tab key navigation. So I'm going to press NVDA numpad 4.
Woodwinds checkbox not checked.
And here are some other filters. So let's say that I want to filter my presets by saying show me woodwinds only, show me drums only, show me basses only, show me guitars only, pianos only. Then I have to access those filters that are not easily accessible via tab key. So let's say I want to filter by drums. So I'm going to repeat pressing of NVDA numpad 4 until I find drums filter.
Vocal choir checkbox not checked. Transgate checkbox not checked. Synth checkbox not checked. Strings checkbox. Sequence check. Screech check. Reed checkbox. Piano checkbox. Plucked checkbox. Pads checkbox. Organ checkbox. Orchestra check. Mallet checkbox. Live loop menu. Lead checkbox. Guitar check. FX sound. Drums checkbox not checked.
Okay, here I found drums checkbox and I'm going to press NVDA numpad enter.
Invoke. Drums checkbox not checked.
And it still says that it's unchecked. It's probably a bug, but I will believe Nexus and I will tab until I find presets list, and then I will see if my filter is active or not.
Hidden, dark, bright, active, spot, wide, dirty, preview, search, presets list.
Oh yeah, it's filtering by drums. Yeah, it works. So, if you have loaded some expansion, you can filter by drums, basses, pianos, whatever this expansion will offer to you by doing what I just showed you. Okay, now I'm going to shift tab back to preset name edit field because I want to show you how you can access some other parts of UI that is not reachable via tab key as well.
Search, hit, search, icon, list, expand, icon, list, add, icons, list, add, folders, user menu button, output level, preset name, edit artist series, Armin van Buuren dr all kicks, Armin v Buuren dr all kicks, selected all kicks.
Okay, so here we are at preset edit field, and you've probably noticed that some other Nexus UI parts are also not accessible via tab key navigation, for example settings. Well, we have to use object navigation as well for that. So now when we are on this edit field displaying preset name, I'm going to press NVDA numpad 6.
Undo checkbox not checked, read only undo.
So here's undo checkbox, and when you press NVDA numpad enter on it, it will undo your current settings. So this is useful option if you, for example, accidentally change some option or preset or something.
Retro radio button not checked.
So here is an option that allows us to switch to Nexus old retro skin. For blind people, I think that it's really not something useful, so we are going to bypass it.
Librarian radio button checked.
So Librarian, this is a place we are currently on, and it's displaying all of our presets.
Routing radio button not checked.
Here's a routing tab.
Layers radio button not checked.
Layers.
Modulation radio button not checked.
Modulation.
ARP radio button not checked.
ARP.
Settings radio button not checked.
Settings. Okay, let me switch to settings.
Invoke. Settings radio button checked.
And let's navigate with the tab key.
Output level slider. User tuning slide. Transpose slider 0. Vel curve slider 0. Outgain slider temp ARP vel SRC ARP sync PD dash mic single click start in retro mode checkbox not single click preset load checkbox not checked read only.
And yeah, we can now navigate settings by using tab and shift tab.
Start in retro mode checkbox not checked read unbounded mouse checkbox checked full keyboard mode checkbox checked read accessible keyboard checkbox checked read only.
Okay, so don't uncheck this option.
MIDI CC checkbox checked read MIDI preset select checkbox checked read only.
Okay, so we confirmed that we can also navigate settings with the tab key, but we have to use object navigation to switch various Nexus tabs. Yeah, not a big issue, not a big deal, but I hope it will be fixed by Refx in upcoming updates. So, I hope you enjoyed this Nexus demo, and just keep experimenting with other options now when you know how to navigate user interface, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye.